I'm trying to figure out how to assess these cards because it's 20 years worth of cards. I can't judge them based on standard playability. I don't have the knowledge to assess them based on were they playable at the time, and I don't have the retro knowledge to go these are retro playable. So I'm just going to go off my vibes, seeing them on face. If I think they're cool, if I think they have interesting abilities, off the art, essentially it's just going to be would I play it based on what it says on face. And so these are all my personal opinions. I don't know the history of the game, and I'm sure that I'm going to make a lot of bad takes on here, but that's what I do. Let's get into Fight for the Future. Chun-Li 719 responds to scan 1 momentum. After you make a control check to play a card, that check gets plus X. X equals the a number of attacks in your card pool. Interesting. Desperation E, commit, gain 9 vitality, only playable during your turn. So you go to 9, you go up to 18. Interesting. Discard momentum and you get +1 plus. Oh well. I mean, I can go back, Mike, if you want to adjust it. Chun-Li seems fun. I think the right build. I put it in C. Chun-Li number 2, commit. Before you attempt to play an attack during your turn. Yeah, I can do that. Can I do it through this? Solving the quest chat moderation. Commercial frame guild marker. I can do a poll, but that requires me to put the answers in there. Okay. So I've put a Q&A in there. So you can go to the Q&A section and you can just put them in there, I believe. Cool, and then I can go back to live chat. Well, I think I've got it working. But anyway, Dunley commits. Before you attempt to play an attack this turn, cards with control of 1 or 2 in your card pool do not count towards progressive. Desperation E, gain X. Vitality X is your opponent's hand size. Interesting. Definitely a D. You want to play low check attacks, but you can gain a fair bit of health depending on your opponent. I mean, that's a hell of a guess, especially seeing as we're not going to get to Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers for till the AM. But sure. Kami, commit discard 1 momentum during the block step. This attack is completely blocked and deals 0 damage. After the block step of this attack, add this attack to its owner's momentum. I don't like giving my opponent 3 momentum, but 0 damage seems good. Commit, remove the top 3 cards of your deck from the game. Discard 1 card from your card pool. So I remove top 3 to clear 1 card, and I commit discard momentum to essentially say this attack does nothing, but I have to telegraph it early because this is enhanced, not a response. F tier. As much as having like how giving something 0 damage, the fact that I have to telegraph it means my opponent will just stop you wasting resources on it. Once the card is ready, after an attack is added to the momentum from the card pool, during the end phase, remove the top card of your deck from the game. Remove 1 card from your hand from the game. This attack is +2 speed. While this card, after an attack is added to momentum from a card pool during the end phase, remove the top card. So you're just removing a lot of cards. Because you're removing cards from your hand, you're removing cards. No. F. What the fuck is that? Alex, commit after you complete block an attack, draw 3 cards from the bottom of your deck, discard 1 card. Interesting. Enhance, you may play any block from your hand against attack, even if it would normally be illegal. So you can block a low over high and take half damage. Interesting. And I guess it gets around things like saying, oh, you can't completely block this. Yes, I can. But again, you got to telegraph it to your opponent, which isn't great. Drawing from the bottom seems interesting. D. Discard momentum. If this attack deals more damage than printed, draw 2 cards from the bottom of your deck. Why are we drawing so much from the bottom of the deck? I imagine that it's got something to do with the kit of the character. Commit, reveal 1 attack from your hand. If your attack zone matches the revealed attack zone, it gets +6 damage. X with the block modifier of the attack. 629 that has damage pump. I'll put that in C. Guile response. After a player resolves a form, make a control check. The control check of the next card played this turn cannot match the check. Interesting. Oh, I hurt my eyes. Commit before you make a control check to block. Block an attack or to play a reversal. That control check gets X. If blocking X equals the block modifier, if playing is reversal, X equals the reversal's printed difficulty. Okay. So you get to check bonus your reversal based on its difficulty. You get to check bonus your block based on the block modifier. Essentially meaning that you're playing them for free. Very interesting. A. Just because that seems very powerful, stopping silly attacks or turning bad block modifiers into good block modifiers. Guile 5. First one, commit, discard 1 card until the beginning of your next turn. After a player plays a card, they discard a card. If the control of the discarded card does not match the control of the card they played, they discard an additional card. Commit, discard 1 card, add a block from your discard pile to your hand. So, this is first form, so I have to commit and discard a card. going down to a 5 hand size for 26. And then until the beginning of my next turn, after I play a card, I have to discard a card. And if it doesn't match the control, I have to discard an additional card. And because of the rules, I have to at least play one card, which means minimum I'm going down 3 cards as a 6-handed lever with 3 and only playing 1 card. No. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it, Mike. 627, Gil. The first attack each player attempts to play this turn gets +1 difficulty. Response: commit after your opponent plays an attack with a higher damage than difficulty. They must either commit X foundations or discard that attack from their card pool and cancel its effects. X equals the difference between the attack's damage and difficulty. So, if they play a 3 diff attack with 6 damage, they have to commit 3 foundations or discard the attack. Pretty powerful. Not the most powerful, especially since it affects yours as well. Mike's gonna kill me. B. First of all, until the end of your turn, whenever you add an attack to your momentum from your card pool, take 1 card from the bottom of your deck and add it to your momentum. Double it up. Commit discard 3 momentum whenever your opponent's unblocked attack would deal damage. Reduce that damage to 0. Yeah, the static makes it a lot worse. It makes it easier to kind of pop off. However, if it's a low damage attack with a high difficulty, I tell you what though, he absolutely shits on 4-check decks. Oh, this is a 13 difficulty with 7 damage. Commit 6. This is cute, but you need a way to cheat momentum in. Whenever you're going to attack your momentum from your card pool, yeah, you need a way to kind of cheat it in. D. Dalsin, 627. Destroy one ready foundation. Before an attack deals damage, return all of its numbers to their printed values. Progressive difficulty is ignored for the rest of the turn. Only playable during your opponent's turn. Response: discard momentum 1% after you completely block an attack. Remove that attack from the game. Okay. So before an attack deals damage, I can destroy a ready foundation, reset it to print on everything, but my opponent gets to ignore progressive difficulty. That seems like a very big double-edged sword. B. Could be pretty much enter. I guess you don't have to play with progressive difficulty as well. Okay, A. He went into B because I forgot that you also don't get to play. You also don't play with progressive difficulty. So your opponent's checks are easier, but your blocks are also easier, so it does even out a little bit. But at the same time, I could see it being a lot lower as well. There you go. Chat's catching up with me. Move Stretchy Man to F. There we go. Stretchy Man has been moved to F.